are a VIP client, executive extraordinaire, world ruler, and you want to be transported in the absolute most luxurious car there is, well, you might think of a Mercedes S-Class or a BMW 7 Series or even a Audi A8. But what if I would tell you that Lexus offers a van that's even more luxurious than all of these cars? Well, that's exactly what we have here. A luxury mover, the Lexus LM. We'll of course start with the exterior, and the best way that I would describe this exterior is that it looks like an alien. It's big, boxy, high up, but still has this, classic Lexus face that is enormous, and these rather thin lights. Looks rather alien-like, and let me tell you that people do look. They really look. Because this looks nothing like anything else on the market. The base price of this car, 1.5 million Swedish kroner. This is an expensive car, right? And if you follow me, you can see that chauffeur goes out of the car, he opens up the side doors, and then the VIP passenger can get into the car. And this car is fitted with the 4 seats, which means that you have 2 seats in the front and only 2 seats in the rear. The ultimate VIP experience. The other one has 7 seats, more user-friendly, but this is, for the concierge, for, transport the people to and from the airport and so forth. If you follow to the rear, you will be able to fit a few, cabin bags, general stuff, but if you have this kind of money, you probably have a second car to transport all of that for you. But we have found a slight issue, and that is, if I just press it, nothing happens. And I hold it, nothing happens. There is a button on the side that you have to basically hold or cut or press, then it opens up. Yeah, you do fit a fair bit of storage, but for the size of these cars, yeah, it could be better. But then again, the concept is meant to transport people, not luggage, and at least not this 4-seater car. BMW just launched their i7 with a huge screen, but the Lexus LM has an even bigger screen, 48 inches. With HDMI connection, so you can play Xbox, so you can use your Xbox, PlayStation, computer to play games, to watch movies, to have meetings, and use the screen for that. There's so much to talk about here, so there will be a lot of information, but I need to talk about them for you to understand how special this car is. The chairs are uniquely designed, not only in how they make you feel, but how solid they are. They're meant to, if you're signing some important papers, writing some important emails, it's not supposed to move. You can have some calf support, and then basically lie down flat. I won't go all the way down, and if you're on the highway driving 100 kilometers an hour, I wouldn't recommend you to lie down. But having this amount of space up to the sides, to the back, and to the front is unquestionably the biggest sense of luxury in this car, apart from all of the other soft points. What this interior reminds me of is what you would expect in a first-class airplane seat. I talked about the seats earlier, but there are even more features. There are massage, of course, in them, heated and ventilated, and all can be controlled through your phone. Audio can be changed, the source can be changed. There's a camera there that reads the temperature of my skin and changes the flow of the air from the vents accordingly, and the temperature as well, to be just at the right temperature. The rear seats in this four-seater are undoubtedly one of the best seats in this category of luxury cars. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, which is realistically not where you would sit in this type of car, or this car at least. You would sit in the back. But since we're on a press trip and we are testing everything that you need to know if you're considering of buying this car, well, of course we need to drive it as well. And first of all, I can tell you that this car catches attention. It really catches attention. People look, people point, because there's nothing out there that's remotely close to this. Well, of course the RX and the design language, but you know, a super luxurious, modern looking van, VIP. I mean, there's not that much out there. You recognize a lot of things. The steering wheel, the infotainment system, the digital gauge cluster, a lot of things. But as a driver, I am thankful for that, because there are buttons everywhere. There are no haptic feedback that won't work when the VIP passenger in the rear wants you to do something. You just push the button and it will do what you want it to do. So as a driver, as a chauffeur, you want that. You want to have the manual controls. The driver position right now, it's not the most optimal, but if I use the seating controls, which of course are electric, no manual controls here, you can find a really good seating position. And I was a bit worried that for at least the driver, it will feel like driving a van, you know, sitting in a van, no optimal seating position, but that's absolutely not the case. You're sitting like in a car. I mean, the base platform is the same as in the RX. And Lexus has worked a lot with the space, the ergonomics, not only for, of course, the VIP passenger in the rear, but also for the driver. We're in the city now of Krakow. We're just trying to get out of the rush hour traffic. And we have that hybrid system working with us. So a 4-banger with not the biggest battery, but you know, the 350h hybrid system. And for the most of the time, it goes away in pure electric, and then the petrol engine kicks in. And for example, right there. And to be fair, you don't ever hear it in the rear. But in the driver's seat, does it feel like ultimate luxury? I'm not that sure. It's difficult to describe this car. Not only because there are very few competitors. I mean, there are, you know, custom-made Mercedes Sprinter vans and other cars like that. But in terms of you know, going away from the S-Class, the i7, the A8, a van of this size, of this luxury, I mean, this space, luxury, space is luxury. And this offers unparalleled levels of space. And for Lexus to just come in, offer this product, and it be a first class, top of the notch product without just finding any major faults, super impressive.